let's quickly run over this. Over here we have a bank account with our balance, our previous transaction, customer name, customer ID. We have a constructor which will create a bank account with your customer name and customer ID. You will be able to deposit money. You will be able to withdraw money. You will be able to see what your last transaction was based on whether it's a positive or a negative number. You will be shown a menu that will be in a while loop. So while the answer is not E, which is exit, this loop will continue, else it will do what you ask it to do. So first of all, A is check balance, so your balance will be displayed. B will deposit money, C will withdraw money, and D will show you your previous transaction. In order to do this, we need a main method to check how this will run. So let's create a main method. I like to do it separately. So new class, let's call it banking application. Give it a main method. Finish. Great. So what we need to do is we need to create a new bank account. So bank account equals new bank account. Now remember, our constructor takes customer name and customer ID. So we will create a customer name of Taylor Swift, and the customer ID will be 00013 because the number is a 13. No mistakes. And to do that, we will go Amex dot show menu. Righto. Let's run that. Okay. Check balance 0. Enter an option, deposit, let's put in 2,000 Rand. Check balance, 2,000 Rand. We're gonna withdraw 500 Rand. Check balance, 1,500 Rand. Then last transaction shows you how much you've withdrawn. Put in a random number, tells you invalid, and then lastly exit. So that's how you make a basic banking app. I don't think that was too hard. I'll maybe try something a little bit more challenging for the next one. Okay, so now that we've created our banking application and our application, we need to add it to our portfolio. Now on my CV, I have a link to my GitHub. I also have a personal portfolio page that has links directly to my GitHub for certain projects that I've done. I'm going to show you guys how to create a repository in GitHub and then push your banking application that you've made into that repository. So the first thing we need to do is go into GitHub, and you are going to want to create a new repository. I'm going to name mine banking application. I'm going to leave everything as it is for the moment. Public. You do not want to initialize with a README for now. You can add the README later. Click on Create Repository. Okay, so now we've created our repository on GitHub. We have a link to it. And we are now going to open our command prompt and we are going to go into our folder ST projects and push this whole project into GitHub. And in order to see where you are, you can just type dir, and in whichever folder you're currently in, all the files and folders within that folder will show up. So we want to go to the F drive, which is my external hard drive. We're currently in the C drive, so we're just going to type F with a colon. That'll take us to the F drive. I'm going to type directory to see where we're at, and we want to go to Esteem projects. To do that, we will go cd esteem_projects, press enter, and we will be in Esteem projects. You will see our banking application inside Esteem projects. And now we are going to initialize our repository. So first, to check if there is one, you can go git status, and it'll tell you that there is no git repository. So to initialize it, we'll go git init, and it's been initialized. And if you go git status now, you will see here there are no commits. We're on the master branch. All of these are untracked files, meaning they haven't been committed. So now what we're going to do is we are going to add these files to be committed. So we're going to go and add all there. So we're going to go and add each one of these. And we'll go get status once again. You will see now the changes that need to be committed are now all in green. So to commit something, we will go git commit message. So it's very important to always leave a message so you know why you committed, because each time you commit, you make changes to your file or to your repository. So you want to know what you did. So this is our first commit, so that is what we'll do. Okay, so these are all ready to be pushed into your repository. However, we don't know where to push it to. So if you go back to your banking application repository on GitHub, you will see that they will give you the instructions here on how to do it as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to just copy paste this onto here. So what we're doing with this line is we're actually adding the remote repository. Here you can see the address of where it's at, and we're calling it origin. And with this line, we are pushing our commit to our origin, which is our master branch. As soon as I press enter, the magical things will happen. Done, 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 done. Okay. Now we are going to go back to our banking application and refresh it. And voila, your project is now available on GitHub. So thanks for joining me on this awesome banking application journey. I would love to see you guys in the future. If you enjoyed going through this with me, please subscribe to keep an eye out for any other upcoming projects that I will be doing.